philanthropist George Soros emerges, dumping millions into a critical political race. We've got the details. Before we go further, if you're watching for the first time, please do make sure you hit the red subscribe button down below and you turn on your notifications so we can bring you real news and opinion every day. Before I go further, you know, life has never looked so uncertain as it does right now. And if you were laid off, your old IRA or 401k might hold thousands of dollars. To find out more about unlocking your own hidden treasure and receive a solid silver 5-ounce $1 Apollo 11 moon landing coin with each qualifying IRA, call my friends at Noble Gold at 877-646-5347. You do not want to miss this opportunity. Now, back to the news. Colin Rugg from Trending Politics reports that the billionaire George Soros is once again trying to buy an election. According to a new report, Soros has dumped $1.5 million into the Los Angeles County District Attorney race in an effort to replace the current DA with a more progressive one. A campaign report reveals that the philanthropist George Soros is funding efforts to replace LA County District Attorney with a more progressive alternative in November. The New York billionaire recently made a $1.5 million contribution to a political action committee backing the reform-minded challenger, according to the Friday filing. Soros previously bankrolled the same PAC during the 2018 election cycle when it had targeted several other prosecutor races in California. According to the article, Soros has a history of trying to sway local elections, and conservatives are trying to sound the alarm. However, the mainstream media is trying to silence them. In mid-September, Fox News cut off the former Republican Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, after he rightly called Soros for his role in swaying elections in the past by funding campaigns for far-left prosecutors. Gingrich stated that the rise of crime in many left-wing cities was due to the progressive district attorneys who failed to do their job. The district attorneys were given financial help by Soros himself. Watch.
Speaker Gingrich, I know you have a final thought for us.
Yeah, look, the number one problem in almost all these cities is George Soros elected left-wing, anti-police, pro-criminal district attorneys who refuse to keep people locked up. Just yesterday, they put somebody back on the street who's wanted for 2 different murders in New York City. You cannot solve this problem, and both Harris and Biden have gone very proudly about what they call progressive district attorneys. Progressive district attorneys are anti-police, pro-criminal, and overwhelmingly elected with George Soros' money, and they're a major cause of the violence we're seeing because they keep putting the violent criminals back on the street.
I'm not sure we need to bring George
Get the
Soros
last-
into this. I was going to say you get the last word,
He paid
Speaker.
for it. He paid for it. I mean, why can't we discuss the fact that millions of dollars he
I
spent?
agree with
But
Melissa.
like
George Soros doesn't need to be a part of this conversation.
Okay. So it's verboten.
All right, we're done.
Okay, let me give my opinion on this
So why
one
are
here.
people so afraid to talk about George Soros? Well, the former Fox News
You saw that. Good morning to all my fellow Americans. Here once again, my name is Eduardo Rodriguez, here from my own home, studio home. I want to send a salute to all my fellow veterans, especially those of the DAV, for which I am a member, Chapter 11, and members of all veterans of all organizations. And never forget those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in order to keep our country free. Well, you can see what's happening. George Soros is buying the conscience of the far left, which are called Democrats. You know, they'll sell their soul to the devil like giving away candies in Halloween for free. These people, you know, they give away their conscience as long as they're paying them. Well, here, I'm giving away my soul to the devil. So it's like that. The state of Florida, don't forget to vote for Maria Elvira Salazar for Congress. She'll put a stop to this in Congress. And Donald Trump, let's see if we could do like we did in Venezuela, where we froze the accounts of the communists and we passed it on to Juan Guaido. Let's do the same thing with Cuba. Let's freeze the accounts of the communists in Cuba, who have been there for over 61 years, and who refuse to free the people from their grasp and their oppression and terrorist actions against the dissidents. Let's pass it on to Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia, and until there's free elections as as temporary president of the Republic of Cuba, without communism, without Islamism, without Nazism, and without fascism. So, before I forget, watch the movie of Dinesh D'Souza, Hillary's America. Boy, is it a hell of a good movie. And it'll lighten up the minds of those who think that the Democrat Party has been always the best party in the world, in the history of the United States. Watch the movie, you're gonna see it. It has a certain type of humor in it, including the participation of Dinesh D'Souza. You're gonna love the movie, it's great. It's a very educated movie. It should, as a matter of fact, it should be taught in universities. It should be taught in the university. The Democrats are not going to like that. They'll probably sue because of defamation of character, which they are a defamed character for hundreds of years. So watch the movie. I recommend it. Let me go to the next video here. Okay, it's a little bit further back. Okay, let me go to this one here.
Business owners in Minnesota are
For
calling
One
on the
American
government
News.
to help them combat rising violent crime rates.
The other one was from Next News Network.
Dozens of businesses in Minneapolis are calling for law and order. More than 40 restaurant owners and leaders in the city sent a joint letter to Mayor Jacob Fry this week, saying they are in a state of desolation, which goes beyond COVID-19. They pointed to rising crime in the downtown area, saying even longtime locals are turning away. They went on to criticize the city's lack of action to address the violence, saying, quote, "The absence of communication creates even more fear and uncertainty." Tanya Spalding, a downtown worker who's representing the group, says they are simply asking the mayor's office and city council for a plan of action.
You're getting harassed or yelled at, or there's a fight in front of you. If we don't deal with it now, the longer it goes on and the more our city is quiet and the more our city has a perception of crime, it could take years, even decades, to bring it back to what it once was.
The office of Mayor Fry has responded, saying they've reassigned over 90 active officers to 911 response and investigative work to help the situation.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One
Okay.
American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider.
We can call that Democrats,
One American
America.
News is added to your lineup.
Deterioration
Call
of
and
our
subscribe
country.
today.
And the thing funny about this is they're determined to destroy us. You know, people who associate with people like with groups like the Nation of Islam, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, communists, like Bernie Sanders and AOC and many others in the Democrat Party who are now voicing their support for socialism. You know, you can't expect anything else from them but the destruction of our country, our Constitution, which Pelosi, you know, with a real, you know, with a unshameful face, she says, she's always saying that she's pro the Constitution of the United States. Let me go to the next video here. Okay, I want to go with one of these here. But let me see if I can. Remember, don't forget to watch the movie Hillary's America. Your eyes are gonna open up to all those who embrace the Democrats. You're gonna see the true face of them. I want to leave with this last one. Who's with this actor? I forget his name, but you'll know who it is once I show it. So Donald Trump, like I always say, God bless you. I always pray for you that you recuperate quickly, you and Melania, that God protect both of you eternally. I wish the best for you eternally, my friend. You've been another George Washington for this country, the man who loves this country and wants to see the best for us, want to see it great again. The same thing for Mike Pence. I always pray for you and your family. God bless you both and protect you both. And God bless our country eternally, and I stand with God and Israel eternally. So like I say, I'm going to leave with this last video. Today's Sunday, the 4th, 2020. And don't forget to vote. Go vote. It's very important. Our country is at stake by not voting. For one vote, we can lose, just by one vote. So here we go.
The United States is due to clean out the wrong. And with our gifts of pureness, the light will shine once more upon our land. My children of God, and we are all children of God, who have learned right from wrong, wrong from right, let us ask, what is the truth? He, the Almighty, He is the truth. Because, my friends, He shall wake you up in the morning and tuck you to sleep at night. And when we sleep, our darkness awakens. This is now where the truth can be reached. Our land is in danger, and the left extremists are destroying as we speak. We must stop this darkness, for this is not God's, this is evil. We must wipe away with holy water and wish for all to repent. There will be a time in history when all will look back and remember this disaster as a lesson, and each lesson is a growth. Let us take the hands of God, Moses, Jesus, and all saints. Let us pray. And we must hold President Trump, we must hold his hands and bless them to carry this torch to the end of time. And until he can pass this on to another great soul who loves this country as much as he, bring all together with this prayer. Let it be a chain of love and not despair. Let it be God's love, not looting. Let our nation shine with her glory. Let her stand tall as she's meant to be. And we, as a nation of God's children, must sacrifice ego with truths, because this must stop, this behavior of evil among the radical side. And we must salute the red, white, and blue. This is now crucial. And the President of the United States of America has many against him. Though he is strong, we must fight for him as well. So let us vote for Trump 2020. Let us find peace now. Let us find a way to rejoice in this turmoil that has been given to Earth's plane. Our turn now to override such disaster God's truths, our President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, can continue